yesterday, I still felt even after the weekend. So I had another day in. Do you know what I mean? I spent another day doing that on a Monday, and I got home from work and just went to sleep. You know, 8:30, 7:30, 8:30. I slept. I just slept all the way through, and bright and early this morning, 5 o'clock, bang, I'm up with the sun. Back into my usual routine, back into the mainstream of life, positive, very encouraged and willing. Got drive today, motivation. You know, I've done what I need to be doing, and it's all about listening to them signs of when your body needs to switch off and take a break, not take life too fucking seriously. And it's all right to just switch off. You're not going to miss anything. You know, I want to use this as a tool to change my perception, the way I look at the world, the way I perceive things, the way I go into my daily life and my daily routines with gratitude, enthusiasm, encouragement, and not just feeling hard done by because I'm continuously fucking doing something all the fucking time. You know, I want to take a fucking break, and I've approached this, it's like Tuesday morning, and I'm like, fucking life's amazing again. You know, I've been up and I've done a lot of things this morning, and I've got my life back into the, you know, I'm back in it, and I'm not only back into the mainstream of life, which my life is a very fucking busy life, never mind. Really grateful to be doing it today. I feel really positive about what I'm doing today. You know, I wanted to go into that higher power stuff, and I was talking about it over the weekend, and I thought it was really important to come on and share that experience of how I live my life today, and what changed within me at that time when my life was very difficult. And I sort of got this as well from predecessors, people that have gone before me, you know what I mean? And I apply the same principle to my life today. You know, always going back to the foundations. I will hand my will and my life over to the care of God as I understand him. And that doesn't mean God, doesn't mean a big fucking guy in the sky with a fucking white beard and all that shit, or this construct of what churches hold, and, you know, religion. It's not a religion. It's this higher intelligence that runs the fucking world, you know what I mean? It makes the world what it is today. You know, if you think that there's fucking nothing exists and this is all just an accident, you're fucking asleep. You've been programmed to think something that doesn't exist. How the fuck did all this happen? You know what I mean? I'm on about being in tune with that higher intelligence, which makes the world a beautiful place. Now, I got to a stage in my life personally which was very dark. I didn't have nowhere to go, nowhere to turn. I didn't know how to get out of it, and everything that I'd done in my power of self-will up to that day through step work has highlighted to me as the wrong idea, the wrong thing to be doing. Everything that I desired or wanted or tried or clawed or fucking plucked at left me in a bad place. So I handed my will and my life over to the care of God. Now this is basically living by spiritual principles. Like there's spiritual principles, and if you're part of a 12-step fellowship, then you'll understand what I'm saying. But if you don't understand what I'm saying when I say 12 steps of recovery and some spiritual principles, it means be caring, loving and kind to everybody. Love people and yourself naturally, living in that way. Being honest, open-minded, willing, you know, persistent. You know, there's many spiritual principles that you can live your life by, but basically it's just being a nice person all the time. No lies, no deceit, you know, just living in that way. And the results are fucking profound. The results are just never you can't get any bad results. Now sometimes I might fall into the character defect of you know, feeling very impatient, wanting more, needing something else, looking for something better, wanting this or looking for that. Now anything that revolves around the desire to make your life better, the simple desire for a better life, will ultimately bring discomfort. It's facts. You know, it's just how I've lived my life over the past 2 years nearly now. Do you know what I mean? And I've never always got it right, but I know that if I hand my will and my life over to the care of God every fucking morning, when I get on my knees and I say, Creator, I am now willing that you take all of me, good and bad. Please remove every defect of character that lies in the way of me and my usefulness to you and others. When I do that, I fucking mean every word that I say. I mean it. I sit there and I consciously make contact with the higher intelligence and fucking hand my will and my life over to my Creator. Now, when I do that, see, I've got this will. I've got self-will. I've got self-will. Self-will and goodwill are two completely different things. Now, if I'm acting and I want something in my life, or want to contribute or manifest something in my life going forward, then I use goodwill. If I'm doing it within goodwill, then God will meet me halfway and produce the results in my life. Now, if I want something on self-will, it usually lands me in a bad place. You know, because I'm wanting something, I'm needy, I'm being selfish. Now, if I do it in the care and the understanding of somebody else might benefit from the action that I'm taking or the manifestation that I want to produce in my life today, then God will answer all my fucking questions for me, and He will produce fruits of my labour. Now, that's what God's will is, and that's what's handing your will and your life over to the care of God. Now, what people do is they fall into this trap of thinking that they have handed their will and their life over to the care of God, and still, with years clean, think that they've got anything to do with what's going on in their life. When you think that you've got what you think, you know what's going to be going on in your life, your future going forward, or you think that the results are going to be what you think they are, then you're not handing your will and your life over to the care of God. Now, me personally, when I hand my will and my life over to the care of God, I take the action which is in goodwill. I put goodwill into action. The results are none of my fucking business. Now, this will remove any inner expectations or any judgment that I will have when it comes to the results being fucking made. Now, if I'm doing something in the intention that this is going to happen and I want this and I want that and I don't get the results, instant discomfort, instant irritable, restless and discontent. Now, if I do something in the act of goodwill, Neil's best idea of goodwill, the next right thing, and the results are not always what I expected, I go, it's not meant to be. And I get on with my life and I move forward and I think of how I can be of service and act of goodwill to anybody else that coming forward. It's just very simple. Some call it common sense, but sense isn't very common nowadays. Now, I hope somebody's got something from this message, but if you're really struggling with any area of your life, go back to your step 3 and rewrite it. This isn't a race. This is knowledge. Only through understanding and application. Now, if you're not applying this stuff to your life, then maybe your knowledge is not right. Self-honesty, vigorous self-honesty. Do something different today. If any of this information or any of this video is of good content to you and it's valuable and it's helped you, please flip over to my YouTube page and subscribe. I'd really appreciate your support. I do this stuff in my spare time and I love doing it. I love being of service to others. Stay blessed. Do something different today.